So this is John Colo with DiscountJuicers.com. Today I'll be juicing fruits in the Omega Vert juicer. So we have a wide variety of fruits here, from grapes and pears, apples, tangerines, lemons and limes, grapefruit, even mangoes, pomegranates, persimmons, kiwis, peaches, bananas, papaya, and even pineapple that we're going to juice today in the Omega Vert juicer. We're going to see how it does with juicing many of these fruits. Now you want to be sure to check my other video that I actually talk about specifically juicing fruits, as I must come out and say up front that I'm not a big fan of juicing fruits. I'd rather eat my fruits whole or actually blend them up. One of the reasons why is because it can get expensive to juice fruits. Most juicers are not efficient at juicing fruits because there's a lot different consistency than vegetables that have hard fibrous cell walls. Fruits do not. And another benefit of juicing the vegetables is because we're not able to really digest the vegetables that well, and that's why when we break down the vegetables by juicing, we're going to get the maximum benefit out of those vegetables. On the same token, we can optimally digest fruits with the soft cell structure of the fruits by just eating them whole. So I encourage you to do that, but if you want to make your fruit juices, we'll show you how to do it in the Omega Vert juicer. So first we're going to juice watermelon. Now you can juice watermelon with the rind and even with the seeds. So don't go and spend extra money on buying seedless watermelon juice. You're wasting your money, and actually you're robbing yourself of some nutrition. There's actually good nutrition in the seeds. They actually taste quite good. They make your juice taste a little bit fatty and rich. So we're going to go ahead and cut this off, and we're going to do it two ways so you can see the difference. First, we're actually going to cut the watermelon, and we're going to just juice the red part. So you can just see, straight watermelon juice without the rind, and then we're going to see the rind. So you can see we're juicing watermelon right now, and I want to get a close-up shot on the watermelon juice coming out. It's really liquid, so it's really thin, not like a nectar like some of the other fruits that we will be juicing today. Watermelon works really well, and we're juicing this without the rind, so you can see literally how red this juice is. It looks so beautiful. And the thing with the Omega Vert is that if you don't think this pulp is dry enough, literally take the whole pulp container and dump it back into the machine, and the Omega Vert will take that pulp and literally squeeze out more juice. As you can see, more juice is coming out from that pulp I just put in, and it'll make your pulp drier. You may do this a couple times to get the pulp really dry if you'd like. So now I'm going to juice watermelon with the rind, and you can see when we juice watermelon with the rind, it's not going to be a nice vibrant red color when we did it without the rind. And when you juice it with the rind, it's going to be more nutritious. You're also going to get chlorophyll in the juice. So check out the color of that juice. It's more of a green color. And so you can experiment and see if you like to juice watermelon with the rind or without the rind. Next, we're going to juice apples and pears in the Omega Vert juicer. So we're just going to go ahead and turn the juicer on and put the apples in. Really easy, just drop them in, let the machine do all the work. Here's some pears here. And when you're selecting the apples or pears for juicing, you want to definitely select firm pears or firm apples. You don't want any mealy apples or pears. You want them nice and firm. They're going to juice best. That goes for any produce you're going to be juicing. You always want nice firm produce. So you can see that's a nice liquid state, working very well here in the Omega Vert juicer. Apple pear juice. And it's a lot different, the apple pear juice we're making today, than the apple or pear juice you'd buy in the store that's nice and literally see-through and clear. This is nice and rich and unfiltered and 100% natural, full of life force and enzymes, and this is what we want to be drinking. Alright, so if you're juicing citrus in the Omega Vert juicer or any juicer, you're going to want to peel or minimally remove the coloring of the citrus on oranges, tangerines, and grapefruit. So let me show you how to do that. The easiest way literally is to just take the citrus fruit and peel it like you would before you would eat it. So we're going to peel off the outer coloring. There are indigestible chemicals in the color of this is actually a tangerine. But actually you can juice the white pithy part. But the easiest way to do this, as I said, is to peel. If you wanted to get really technical and into it, you could grab a carrot peeler and you're going to basically peel off all the coloring. So you want to get down like I've gotten down there, you know, to where it's all white. You don't want to have any kind of orange coloring left. Now this is going to be a lot easier actually on something like a grapefruit that has a lot, you know, thicker skin, because when I start to do it on the tangerine, I'll actually start to go through it. But as you go on the grapefruit, it's much easier to get that coloring away and get down to straight pith. And that's what we want to juice. We want to juice straight pith with the fruit and not any of the coloring. The coloring can, you know, give you indigestion and gas and bloating. So we don't want that. So we don't want to juice the skin on the citrus fruit. Now, on the other hand, we can literally juice the skin of lemons and limes whole. So we're going to just literally cut this organic Meyer lemon in half and dump it in, skin and all, and see it juice right up. So let's go ahead and next juice this tangerine. Throw that in the machine, let the machine work, and see the juice come out. That's doing a really good job there on the citrus. Now, the juice we're getting here now is a total citrus juice because we did juice the white pith and all, and it's going to be a lot more rich than, you know, the orange water or citrus water you would actually get at your local store. When you juice the white pith, you know, it's more of a full body juice, and it's, you know, much higher in nutrition as well. So let's go ahead and juice this last tangerine, and you can see the juice coming out. It's a nice rich color there. So we have a tangerine lemon juice. And the pulp, once again, is really dry. So we just got done making citrus juice with the Omega Vert Juicer, and one of the things I like most about the Omega Vert Juicer is how easy it is to clean. You can literally take some water here and literally pour it through the juicer in between juicing. So we're juicing different kinds of fruits, and in between the juicing, I'll literally pour water through the juicer, and it's self-cleaning. You can see the automatic wiping blade turning around in there, and now this water is coming out clear. And so I do this in between juices so we don't have, you know, contamination of one juice to the next. So now we're going to juice grapes in the Omega Vert Juicer. Let's see how it does. First, I'd like to say these are seedless grapes, and I always recommend juicing seeded grapes and actually trying to get, you know, table grapes. I'm happy to live in Sonoma County and actually grow my own wine grapes. Or if you could find some wine grapes. Wine grapes are actually grown for their high sugar content, which translate into a high alcohol content. So try to find those wine grapes to juice. They're going to be much better and have a unique flavor like no other. So we're going to go ahead and turn this on and juice some grapes. Now you can juice this with the stalk and all, but sometimes if the stalk's kind of funky, like going moldy or brown, then I normally don't juice the stalk. So I'm just going to literally, you know, pull the grapes off and you know, drop them in, and as fast as I could drop them in, the Omega Vert Juicer is juicing them up. And check out the pulp coming out. It's starting to come out there. Juice is coming out. It looks a little bit thick, not too bad. So it's a lot of work to make a little bit of juice here. And if you really want to juice grapes, I'd recommend some kind of press, you know, like winemakers use. They use literally a press, a cider press, to juice the grapes. If you want to do it in any big volume for fun, you know, this will work, but you know, it's not optimal. So there we have it. We you know, put a whole bunch of grapes in the Omega Vert Juicer. We got about 1 cup of juice and a whole bunch of pulp. And let's see, we could actually take this pulp and juice and run it back through the machine, and let's see if we can get it a little bit drier. Oh yeah, we're still getting some extraction out of there. Now we're up to 1 1/4 cups of grape juice with the Omega Vert Juicer, and it's done a decent job. So next we're going to juice cantaloupe in the Omega Vert Juicer. We're going to actually take off the rind. However, you can juice the rind, but I like to juice without the rind because it will taste sweeter, and also it's going to look prettier. If you juice it with the rind, you're actually going to get more nutrition if you juice the rind. So now we're going to juice cantaloupe in the Omega Vert juicer. Let's go ahead, I've cut it all up, remove the rind, but I left in the seeds, so the seeds are fine to juice. And this is working really well. It's nice and liquid. Pulp's coming out fairly dry. Doing really good so far. Let's check out and see how much it yields. So we've juiced almost 3/4 of the cantaloupe when we got definitely over 5 cups of juice now. So we're gonna have to switch out the cups and continue juicing. This is in my opinion, it's juiced cantaloupe very well. So this is John Kohler with DiscountJuicers.com. Be sure to visit DiscountJuicers.com/YouTube for special promotional offers for our YouTube visitors.